Would ya look at the time? It is time for another video. Good day to you, my fellow adventurers, throughout time and space. It is I, the Cowardly Time Lord, welcoming you back to another LEGO review video. I know, I'm not dead. It's a surprise. I'm sorry there hasn't been any videos in 2 weeks. I've fallen off the ball. I've been playing some video games in my own spare time, including playing Wild Arms 2 for the first time. An E-rated video game that has multiple characters off themselves with guns. I don't understand it. I really don't. It's rated E for everyone. Yeah, it has the line, "The bastard blew his brains out." Oh, I'm sorry, what? E for everyone. Yeah, this has been on my mind for the past few days. Anyways, yeah, I still have ways to go in Wild Arms 2, so I'm gonna continue playing it. But yeah, oh, and I intend to do a comparison review between that set there and that set kind of covered down there. Yeah. Comparison review coming soon, as well as a minifigure showcase video coming soon, so keep an eye out for that. I should have done the minifigure showcase before now, but I haven't, so expect it sometime in the near future. Yeah, what else? Yeah, let's get into the actual review then. Oh, and yeah. Carbon freezing chamber, because I could, because I had to order some replacement parts. And actually, I'll show you the parts I needed to replace. Why don't I? Hold on a second. These are, I've kept the, well, aside from the droid legs, these droid legs are just whatever, they're dime a dozen, but they're need replacing. So these legs, they look fine, but sadly the connection point has been damaged slightly, so they don't stay on very well. This minifigure head, on the other hand, you can clearly see the damages. Multiple damages, and the yellowing was from glue trying to fix it at one point. Note, glue does not help when the figure's head gets that badly damaged. So, yeah, I got a replacement. And then, I had to get a replacement part for some Magna guard legs, because, yeah, to be fair, this pair of legs is held out for years, despite being that damaged. Pretty much as soon as I got the Magna Guard Starfighter, back when it was on store shelves, the only Star Wars Lego set I never finished building. These legs fell onto my grandmother's carpet and got caught, and when I tried to remove them, they received that damage, and yet they have stayed together all these years. I don't want to throw them out. I don't care that they're badly broken. These things have held together for so long. I'd be giving up a part of myself. But they now have their own little spot because they're still technically usable pieces. They're just a little on the loose and broken side. Yeah, and I got replacement parts for all those. And these are 3 minifigures I've picked up recently. R2, Q2, I think? Q4? R2, Q something. The Star Corps Trooper with Pauldron. I know it'd probably be cheaper just to buy the regular Star Corps Trooper and then a Pauldron on top of that. It's probably a much cheaper option, but why not? And then this pilot, which if I ever find my ARC 170, will be a part of the pilot squad for that ship. Anyways, moving on to the little Hoth display I made, and that just got ruined by my own stupidity. Anyways, let's turn them around, even though they're currently doing battle with the Imperial Army, and it's a dumb idea to make them turn around. Turn back around! So, this one came with the AT-ST, as well as Snowy Chewbacca, which I'm actually surprised they did some custom little bit of printing for the Chewbacca, for the Hoth AT-ST. Little snowflakes on his torso. Quite a nice little detail. I might actually consider it a separate Chewbacca from the others. And this one I gave the cannon to. I actually made him attach to the cannon. Now they're going back to fighting off the Empire that is slowly encroaching on their territory, except not really, because that would take a lot of effort on my part. I really wish I could play with my stuff like I used to. Oh, but I'm getting too back achy. Oh, speaking of which, I fell down the stairs the other day. Injured my back, my wrist, and twisted my ankle. Yeah, so that was fun. So I'm a bit more sore than I usually am. Then there's the probe droid, the Snow Scout Trooper, which looks really cool, in my opinion, like really cool. The Snowtroopers look pretty average, and then the Snow AT-ST pilot, pretty good. Dark Trooper attack hallway, it's pretty good, but as I have two more. And yes, I have watched the video of someone far more clever than I, combining three of them together to make a much better hallway design. I'm actually gonna do that. And use the extras of this piece on that ship. The extras of this piece. So that these cannons will actually be able to turn rather than being statically locked. Sorry, that idea popped into my head, and I was like, that's brilliant. That's actually really brilliant. So that's what I'll be doing. Clone Command Station. It's a pretty good little build. I preferred the old Clone Command Station from 2013. And I'd really like to see a much better Clone Command Station, more accurate to what we've seen in other things. Yeah. I'm going to use the guns, all the extra guns that came in these minifigure packs for other purposes. Well, I don't really need to anymore, but also I'm going to give 2 sniper rifles to some of the other clones. And and then use the regular blasters to give to upcoming figures that do not actually have blasters. It's always something that slightly annoys me. I understand not every figure would technically have a blaster, but they should have a blaster. This is common sense. Anyways, yes. Yeah. Yeah, Dark Trooper Attack. Can't wait to build a more updated version of that. Battle Pack and AT-ST. Pretty basic, but I quite enjoy this new AT-ST. Happy to have it to my collection. If I can... I don't know how many AT-STs I technically have. No. I know I got the one that came with Rogue One, the Mandalorian one, one that came back in the Endor bunker many years ago. But when would that have been? Like 2009, I think. I still know where the bunker of that set is, but I don't know where the AT-ST or... I know where the glider and the catapult are. The catapult's not in perfectly built shape, but I know where it is. Well, for the most part, I would need to... But I do need to rebuild that catapult according to the instructions if I ever find them. The HH-87 Starhopper. Obi-Wan disguised as Rako Hardeen. I'll just be counting it as Rako Hardeen for an upcoming Bounty Hunter minifigure showcase. But that's not what I'll be doing next. I'll be doing a sequel trilogy minifigure showcase. Anyways, I'll also be including this Nikito Guard and Bounty... I don't know actually what I should really include in the Bounty Hunter figure things. But I'll definitely include the Nikito. Because I think it belongs. Yeah, the HH-87 Starhopper. I am quite glad to have it. But, like I said earlier, my problem is that the weapons on the side are static. And that's why I will be adding that piece to them to make it so they can actually spin. Onto the Boba Fett's palace, which I will be doing a comparison review to the other Jabba's palace that I own, and I will be including the Rancor Pit and all the figures if I can find an old image of that set to compare the image, you know. And sadly, I can show this right now. My old Boba Fett's palace, well, ignore the dust and hair and stuff, it's received some damage over the years on the front. I left it on a shelf that was wiggling against the wall, and I guess it must have fallen against the wall, and the wall slowly sanded off that part. Oh gosh, how dirty is this? Granted, I had it on that shelf for years, and then now it's been sitting on my floor. So, understandably, why it might be a little bit dusty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is... Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry. Just noticed some damage on a Lego set on my floor. I need more places to display my Lego. I wish I actually had people that would come over to see displays if I made displays. But I don't, because I'm lonely and old and broken. Anyways, yes. Yeah, but this palace is pretty cool. Come on. Launch the Boba! This feature does not work as well as it should, in my opinion. And then the door is... When is a door not a door? When it's ajar. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I don't know. I prefer the old one's door much more. Yeah, and I also don't like the fact that it's just topless. Sorry about that, seeing my hand there for a second. Oh no! AT-ST, your head's on backwards now. But I am moving stuff out of the way to more display the palace. Another great addition to my Tatooine collection. I don't know how I feel about the Fennec hairpiece. That's just me. I don't like how this dancers, the Thalen's dancers printing is pretty much covered up by the hair, but I get it. No, why do a custom mold? Why do a custom hair mold that will never be used again? Things for multiple things, I guess. It's not the first time they've done that for Star Wars, but my point. And then I found it interesting how different the Bib Fortuna Leku, I think that's what they're called, Leku. Leku are from the old one. I know it's supposed to represent how he appeared, you know, being much fatter. The throne. Yeah. I don't know. The launching features, whatever. But the Quarren minifigure. And the Weequay is whatever. I've got quite a few Weequay, but it's always good to have more Weequay. Got a little Weequay army. They'll be included in the Bounty Hunter because they're associated with bounty hunting a lot of the time. I'll include a lot of figures that might not exactly belong in bounty hunting, but they're part of the group. The same, you know, kind of thing. The Gamorrean, I absolutely love this new Gamorrean design, but why is there only one? Please tell me we're going to get another Gamorrean before the year is up. I won't, because Gamorreans always come in pairs. I need a second Gamorrean, but I'm not going to spend money on a Gamorrean now, and then it turns out that later we get another set that comes with another Gamorrean to make two, and then anyways, I think I mentioned that I got this set mostly because Cad Bane, because he showed up in the Book of Boba Fett. I really like the Nikito card. I believe it's the only Nikito figure we've ever gotten. So my list of Star Wars aliens continues to grow as well. So that's a nice little thing. I don't like the eyes on this new Bib Fortuna. I'll be honest. You'll see that more in my comparison review when I compare him to the other Bib Fortuna figure I have. The Quarren. Can we talk about the Quarren? Look at that mold. And it's squishy. I was expecting this to be really, really hard. But it is hard, but it's like squishy at the same time. It's not like completely hard plastic. And I was expecting it to be, but it's not. And the Weequay again. It's nice to have more Weequay. Hondo and Mako will be happy that he's got more men to rule over. Yeah, so my upcoming plan for building Lego sets is going to be one of those Dark Trooper attacks. Then I guess I'll move on to Lord of the Rings, then the Carbon Freezing Chamber, then the Snowtrooper Battle Pack, and then back to the hallway, and then I'll build the Uber hallway from that design thing. And that will be good. Oh yeah, I might as well show. This little car I got as a promotional build, and I think did I go over the motorcycle Captain America thing? I don't know. Which I got mostly because I wanted Captain America, because another one of my favorite Marvel heroes. Yeah. Captain America, mighty shield. All those who oppose shall yield. Whatever. Yeah. Captain America. And a Hydra soldier, and then just a little promotional build car. Meep, meep, meep. The skateboard on the back. Whee. Doesn't really belong in my collection, but wouldn't be the first that's just a little random in my collection. I buy some small things sometimes from other lines. I really do, but it's still odd when something like this pops up. Also, I just want to point out that the fact that of the figure in the scooter is a bearded man. I don't know how many men with beards like that are skateboarders. Granted, I don't know much about skateboarding. I was gifted a skateboard once by my cousin who was really into skateboarding, who's now in a wheelchair. Unrelated reasons to being a skateboarder, sadly. But yeah, that's an interesting fact. Yeah. Like I said in the last video, I've got a lot of cousins. Not all of which are technically related by blood, but that's a whole nother story. Yeah. So, since things are just not working out and I can't continue to just do this with one hand, I'm going to start cleaning this up and setting up for the comparison review between this palace and the other one. Until then, this is the Cowardly Time Lord signing off and saying, have a good day, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. Bye-bye now.